Hello everyone, I Nirmala Rawat welcome you to my YouTube channel. Thank you for listening. There's so much to learn from this book. In the previous part, Soma narrated how Mata got trapped in Ravan's illusion of her parents' death. More importantly, sage Anusuya asked Mata to attack Ravan in his dreams, on his mind. Continuing, Part.5, Chapter 15. Soma continues. After more laughter and taunts, Ravan left, and Mata spent the day meditating on sage Anusuya's words. That night, she did enter Ravan's dreams, not as herself, but as one of the celestial women he had abused. In the dream, the woman berated him and called out for justice. An army of Devis responded and surrounded him. They threw weapons at him from all sides. Ravan did not appear before Mata the next morning. And that night, another of the abused women appeared in his dreams and called out for justice. And so it went night after night as the woman he had violated came to claim justice. One night, they all appeared together, and their voices rang out so loud that even the great Ravan shook. And it was not just the woman. All of his atrocities were laid bare before him, with voices echoing from everywhere as they called out for justice. Mandodari came before Mata one morning and told her that Ravan was now afraid to sleep. He is haunted by dreams and refuses to even lie down, she said in a worried tone. He keeps himself occupied all through the night so that he won't sleep. But his lack of rest is unnerving him and affecting his mind. She asked Mata what potion could help him. But Mata only replied, "Let the work be done, Mandodari. Do not stand in the way of justice." 2 weeks passed and Ravan had not come before Mata. The dreams that tormented him were appearing to him even in daytime. Finally, one morning he appeared before Mata in a livid mood and blamed her for bewitching him. "Why blame me?" she asked. "It is your own deeds you are seeing." But he blamed her presence, her tapasya, and could not accept that anyone could have such power over him. He decided to kill her, thinking that would relieve him of his tormented nights. But Mandodari ran to him before he could raise his sword and stood between the two of them. "You will bring your own downfall," she shouted at him. "I will not let you destroy yourself." "Move away, Mandodari," he cried. "This woman has bewitched me, and for that she must die." Mata sat calmly in meditation, with eyes closed, as if not even hearing the commotion around her. The protective shield created by the woman of Ayodhya still hugged her form, and not even Ravan's rage could break through. When Mandodari refused to move and broke down in tears, Mata opened her eyes and said gently, "Mandodari, I have told you, his fate lies in his own hands. He cannot bear to see the effects of his past deeds, and thus he hides himself in a shroud of anger. He cannot face himself. Neither you nor I can save him. Only he can do that." Then turning to Ravan, Mata said, "You call yourself the master of the three worlds, but you are not even the master of yourself. The dreams you see are but a reflection of what you have become. It is not too late to change, Ravan. There is no deed that is beyond forgiveness." Mata's word infuriated Ravan, and he departed in a fit. That night, despite his best efforts to stay awake, he drifted to sleep. Instead of being haunted by the past, he found himself standing before Narayani, who said, Your deeds have taken you very far away from Vaikuntha, so far that it will be difficult for you to find your way back. But it is not beyond your means if you allow the remembrance of who you are and where you came from. Let go of your anger, your lust, your jealousy, your thirst for power and revenge. Uproot those seeds that have dug themselves deep into your being and let love flow again in your heart as it once did. Ravan awoke with a start. It was still night. Disturbed by the dream, he made his way to his mother, the powerful Kaikasi. Sita is no ordinary woman, Ravan. She mused after hearing about his series of dreams. She has managed to enter your mind and is seeking to mold you to her will from within. She is powerful. Stop fighting and marry her. You will gain even more power through her. But how to reach her? I sense some protective shield around her. I will find a way to break into. Sit with me, and I will transfer to you some of my power through the sacred mantra I use when nothing else will work. They sat together for some time as Kaikasi repeated the mantra. Ravan's approach to Mata changed after this as he sought to court her. This presented an even greater danger, so Mata had to withdraw deeper into meditation, hardly ever opening her eyes. The more she withdrew, the greater grew Ravan's desire, until one day he lurched at her, seeking to break the protective shield around her with his sword. For the first time, Mata was in physical danger. His power was such that he would have broken through had not another power came to protect Mata. As Mata saw him lurch toward her, before she could even respond, she saw the light form of sage Lopamudra emerge from the ethers. The sage transformed herself into many, and with the strokes as quick as streaks of lightning, her many hands encased him and threw him backward. He reeled all the way across the garden and landed on his back, seemingly unconscious. The guards rushed to his aid and carried him off. The many forms of sage Lopamudra merged into one, and she stood before Mata, shining more brilliantly than the light of day. Mata folded her hands in gratitude, her eyes betraying the deep appreciation for all the women sages who had come to her aid, guarding and protecting her. You have done your part, Sita. The rest belongs to Sri Ram. Do not be deceived by Ravan's outer behavior. You have stirred the seed of his shame. He is now rattled by discontent, which will not subside, and this will open the way for Sri Ram's victory. Now you must turn your attention to the outer battle that lies ahead. The balance of the worlds depend on this battle, and it will be fiercely fought. You must nurture the regenerative powers of Sri Ram's army, so they will not suffer defeat. We will all be present to assist. Her light form faded into a faint outline. Through the rays of the sun, Mata could perceive the light forms of the many women sages who had visited her since her arrival in Lanka. Parvati Ma sat at the front with the lines of women seated beside and behind her in meditation. We are the invisible army, they said. We guarantee Sri Ram's success. Jai Sri Ram. Thank you for listening. Thank you for supporting. It means a lot. Thank you. Jai Shri Ram.